Gaurav Singh grew up in a little village in India and, like many others, pursued a career in engineering, but found himself struggling.
People take 4 years to complete their engineering, and I took 6. Because I just struggled early on with subjects and maths and everything that was going on. And I realized I need plan B, and that extra time gave me the opportunity to go and try different things.
While in school, Gaurav tried different jobs, selling toys, perfume, pizzas, and during the course of that, discovered something about himself.
And during the course of that, realized that I just had a flair to go out there and communicate and just interact with people versus be on a desk and solve mathematical problems.
That, along with several senior executives offering to mentor Gaurav, became defining moments for him.
And they see something in you that you don't see. And when someone like that, and those senior executives believe in you and believe in your potential, then they continue to groom you over a period of time. And I believe that differentiated my learning experience tremendously, and I owe my mentors a lot.
Gaurav soon discovered that while he had struggled prior, he excelled at problem solving of a different kind.
And so these problems were no longer sitting there and fixing a code. These were business problems where I was suddenly out there, a 25-year-old in the middle of 60 planners who are all experts at putting together a 15-year roadmap for a project. And now they're thinking about how a certain refinery would operate over the next 10, 15, 20 years with 200 different parameters of oil and currency fluctuation and global politics situations. And those were learning experiences.
From launching a large plaza of retail shops to a major sports team, Gaurav was inspired by always having new problems to overcome.
I then took that on as a career choice. And so I did that for a good 6, 7, 8 years for various other companies. Is think of an idea, put together an execution plan, and see that go from soup to nuts. And so one of those ventures gave me the exposure to come and do this here in the United States.
Things were very different in India, and coming to the U.S. opened Gaurav's eyes to all new possibilities.
You're trained to get a job and work for someone versus, the ecosystem here pushes you to, if you have an idea and if you believe in it, then go do your own thing.
Going out on his own was something Gaurav was apprehensive about. That is, until someone close gave him advice.
But I think a big driver in my transitioning was my wife and her background.
So he was working here and he was setting up these businesses that were just thriving. He would start something and it started doing really well for that company, and then he was moved on to another project, and then he did that I think about 3 to 4 to 5 times, 5 companies that he built. And I told him, I said, why don't you just start something of your own? He's like, no, I'm not built that way. I'm like, of course you're built that way. He's like, it's just too much risk taking. And I said, yeah, it's just that element of risk, and you are very good at taking risks, just not for yourself, but for the other company. And why don't you just start something of your own?
But Gaurav had to admit, the more he thought about it, the more it felt like the right thing to do.
And then he was like, I think maybe, I should start something of my own. And I'm like, yeah, definitely you should. This is what I've been waiting to hear.
And with that, Parkar Consulting was born. But Gaurav quickly realized a lot more goes into owning your own business.
Year one was tough, very limited knowledge of how businesses are run. And it was a revelation in year one. There was a point in time where we weren't sure how we will run payroll month on month.
But at the end of the day, those are simply problems waiting on solutions, and Gaurav excelled. In the years since, Parkar has flourished by maintaining just the right mix of being a small company with big solutions.
So it's that combination of a small boutique firm that I can talk business, who also understands tech, who can give me advice, but can also go and do the execution part of it. And so with the evolution of everything that's going on around connected, sensor technology, embedded systems, artificial intelligence, it's just such an evolving space that unless you're built for that purpose, it's very hard to accelerate the journey.
Given their success, Gaurav is happy he went out on his own and wants to encourage others to do the same, just wisely.
If you want to be the founder of the company, your most important responsibility is being out there in the marketplace and learning what the customers are asking for.